Okay, so welcome to GTC Insiders. This is building upon the obviously the conversation we had with Jose and Giovanni about the future of GTC. I'm really, really excited to be joined by Alessandro, who is one of the most recent joiners at GTC. And perhaps, Alessandro, you could start by introducing yourself and kind of a bit about your background.
Yeah, so happy to be here. Happy to have joined the company, of course. Thanks for having me in this podcast. And so about me, my background spans across several areas. I have started my career in machine learning and artificial intelligence back in 2009 when I started my PhD in computer science that I completed 2013. And my area of focus was deep learning methods applied to chemistry problems and chemoinformatics specifically, systems and drug discovery. Of course, it's all together. So this is just to tell you that, I spent a decent amount doing research, like at the low level of the algorithm and the implementation, optimization, all that. So that gave me the possibility to kind of like develop this understanding, this deep understanding of machine learning and in particular deep learning models. That then I went to apply to the industry later on when I decided to change my career and leave the academic world. So since 2015, I have been working as a data scientist, machine learning engineer, and mostly like in an area related to digital identity and behavior analysis, and specifically in the, let's say, last 10 years of my career to the field of fraud detection, risk scoring, and intelligent analysis, we want to call it that way. And ultimately, in the really like last, let's say, past bit of my career, the past 5 years, I managed to get my hands dirty with MLOps, which is a really important, relatively new field of software engineering that stays at the intersection of data science, software engineering, and operational engineering, or ops, more traditional ops, if you want to call it that way. And so I think that, because of the fact that, the telco space is characterized by various actors, you have operators, you have aggregators, you have carriers, etc., etc., etc. And and also regulators, of course, in the mix. I think it's an industry where the adoption of artificial intelligence and machine learning still offers big possibilities for many companies, in particular for, I think, our company. And what really brought me in, I think, at GTC was the fact that this step would represent for me like a continuation of what I was doing before, but it also gave me the possibility to have a space to maneuver that I never had before.
Perfect.
And so that, we could kickstart initiatives and projects and get them right from the get-go. And in the past, I always kind of like joined companies where I was assigned to work on a product, on improvement of a product, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I think is exciting. And regarding the definitely this is a great time to invest in artificial intelligence because everyone is talking about it. But I think that specifically for GTC and telco services or businesses like that, it's a great time to make a step further in that direction. Like you have started providing intelligence, but now it's about time also to provide scale, to help companies to scale, but also internally for the company to scale the services, and also to provide operational support to companies that will want to work with us.
Perfect. And clearly, GTC has come a long way, and we heard about that. And we're here at our customer event in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could talk about what it means to some of our customers. So you touched upon the experience that you've got.
Yes.
Where we are with some of our customers, but it seems like the perfect time for you to be joining.
Yes. I think that, for customers, definitely here, I'd say that it's like adding essentially like another vertical to what the company has to offer them, and the ability to improve efficiency. I think like at least on the top of my head in two domains. Definitely cost savings. I mean through artificial intelligence and machine learning in general, but also improved efficiency. Like for example, thinking about the possibility of applying intelligent systems or more sophisticated system based on machine learning to firewall routing decisions, and the ability to scale that, to bring that to be beyond the bandwidth that an experienced engineer or telco engineer could do, could be a massive benefit. And also having, I think that one very important is that the GTC has a very strong expertise from what I've observed in many areas. And that provides something that is, in a way, like a gold mine for any person that is like myself, that is a professional practitioner like myself, that is working in the business of training artificial intelligence models, which is data that has been vetted by experts. And that's, to me, where we start from. And I always like to highlight, to stress out the fact that data is really what matters. And, especially well-curated data and like human vetted is what really makes a difference in this business. Unless, especially like in the telco business, where it's very hard, also in my opinion, to prove whether a machine learning system is working as expected or not, at least based on my experience. So that's where I think that we can start our conversation.
And that's a perfect point, because if we think about kind of the evolution, if the theme of today is the company's evolving,
yes,
mobile identity came for us kind of just over a year ago. With people like you joining now, it feels like we're taking that next step to helping the customers. Why GTC kind of for you and for our customers, do you think?
Well, I think that, regarding the mobile identity space, there's been a strong push from the company towards the adoption of modern approaches to address issues like, for example, API portability and integration in the systems. And I think that, especially like from the Bob and Guillaume, the people who essentially hired me in a way, or they just I'm in. And I think that, with their experience and their commitment to this initiative, I think that, I wouldn't say, of course, because no one can say 100% that it is a safe bet. But I think that as a customer, I would put my money on that if I could.
Well, if I'm a person that manages risks, looks at data, looks at machine learning, you kind of endorsing it seems like a good thing.
Yes, I don't like to gamble. So it's like, as an engineer, I really like I always think about the worst case scenario, even too much. In fact, like my wife complains a lot about that because I'm always like thinking, she thinks that, oh, you're always thinking about several steps ahead. But it is so if I say this, it means something, at least to me. And so I think that definitely, my expectations are high in this department. Now we'll just have to work to make it happen for real.
And firstly, your wife is always right.
Yes,
as long as you stick by that.
That's a secret to happiness.
To happiness, 100%. But it feels like the ingredients that we're getting together in you, Guillaume, and Bob is actually a very special mix for the industry.
Yes.
It feels like we're building one of the strongest teams.
Yeah, I think so. I think that the interesting part is that our skill sets are complementary. I kind of like see, like Guillaume, I worked with him in the past, my previous experiences. And, I kind of like always look at him as like the visionary. In fact, when we parted ways, at a certain point, we felt his absence. I felt like there was like this lack of enthusiasm, this lack of vision, like almost like getting like by with our routine tasks without necessarily like being ambitious or trying to do something, let's say, that would represent like a step forward for the business. And Bob has like experience, like widespread experience of managing data flows and understanding, like sensing almost like lots of things about data quality, what is right, what is wrong. So I have a really good relationship with him in this regard. And I am, in a way, the technical branch of all that kind of interacts with the business, but also has vision on the architectural constraints, what can be done, what cannot be done, and what is the cost, what is the benefit, and what is the essentially design and of a system in a sense, like as a whole. Because that's the opportunity that I had in my career, especially like in the past few years. Has been in a way unique. Like I basically managed to develop an expertise as a data scientist, doing data analysis and also model development and training, but also as a software engineer and architect, basically bringing these models into production, considering the end-to-end flow from the raw data, the data streams that come into the response that are produced by the system, either in the form of a report or of an API response that gets to the customer system, or it gets called by the customer system. So that's what I think complements, in my opinion, their expertise in a way.
It's perfect. And the ingredients and the timing, as we touched upon, just seem perfect. We're obviously here today at GTC's customer event in Lisbon. Perhaps you could talk about your experience at our customer event. What your thoughts are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been very nice so far. I think that for me, it was the first time that I met the team in person. And I'd say that the environment is very relaxed, but at the same time, you are let's say put in the conditions to, I'd say, the best conditions in a way to bring the best that you have to offer in a way to your colleagues, also to yourself in a way, because it is like work that we do on ourselves too. And for me, it's been very nice, sort of like starting this new role as like a expert and in some capacity promoter, or they say evangelist. I don't know. It's a strange word to me, but this type of initiative. But I consider myself primarily a technical person, so I like to define myself like an engineer mostly. And so I'd say that I have learned a lot. So to me, this is very important. A lot about the business and most of all our customers' business. What are the pain points? And I expect to learn more in the next few days.
Good. Well, we look forward to seeing that happen. But we're so delighted to have you as part of the team. We always ask a few personal questions. So
okay.
I won't apologize for what's about to come.
It's okay.
But knowing that you've just moved from the US back to Italy,
yes.
Perhaps you could talk about the difference between the US and Italy.
Oh, God. Okay.
And also any parental advice, given that now you're obviously got a young family. Perhaps you can share a bit of that with our customers.
Yes. So, regarding the move from US to Italy, so the two countries have like, they are different, but there are also similarities. It's not like moving, let's say, from one culture and a culture that is like much, much different. Of course, like, Rome, I am from Sardinia originally, so I'm not used to live in dense places. When in the States, I was located in Baltimore on the East Coast, so I'm not used to live in places that are densely populated. Like Rome is a place like that. Plus, traffic is kind of crazy. So you have to get used to it. And also, again, the noise and all that. But so the place where we lived in Baltimore was like a more classic, like American suburb with all the comforts, the nice trees and all that. So no, honestly, I'd say that though it's happy. It's happy. I am happy. Sorry.
Good.
I'm happy to be back in Europe and to start this new adventure. I definitely we'll see what's gonna happen. And regarding parental advices, I don't know if I am in any position to give any, but I think that it's. If I could say something to our customers, whomever is going to be watching this, it's a lot of work having a kid, but it also gives you a lot back. So in the moments when you're struggling and you feel like, you are tired, you feel like you really need to sleep, and I don't know, your kid is being a little naughty or like they all are that age, the terrible twos. Anyway, that's how they call it. Just keep that in mind and focus on the bright side. But to be honest with you, for me, it's been a great experience and something that made me grow personally. And I feel like, definitely even like from let's say a business standpoint also, I think it's something that makes you grow. So there is like a very nice colleague from my previous company that told me after you have a kid, work challenges will feel easy. So I'll answer that. It's not exactly like that, but it helps you to put things in perspective.
Very good. And look, on behalf of company, our customers, I would like to thank you for joining the GTC team. I think you're going to provide huge value to both your colleagues, but also to our customers moving forward. So we all look forward to working with you, Alessandro, and thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, James.
Oh, my pleasure.